Hello, everybody, and welcome to a special edition of Furness TV. Yes, it's Monday, so that must be one thing. There must be a wrestling event that went on last night, and yes, there was. This was NXT Takeover in your house. This special is probably one of the most unique and fun events I've seen. It was a special event of almost in tribute to the original In Your House pay-per-view event that WWE used to do that started 25 years ago. This event, this takeover, was done in the performance in the Full University in Orlando, Florida, in front of a small audience and it's a fellow WWE Performance Center superstar and NXT superstars. This show is absolutely amazing, top notch, top to bottom. So what do I do in the rehab special? You never seen one before. I look at the best, look at the worst, and overall tell you what I think of this special. So sit back, relax, and enjoy some information from yours truly, Robert Furness, who has some good. So sorry, man. Give you the best moment right now. First off, let's go with the best match of the night. That had to be the main event, which was the triple threat match for the NXT Women's Championship. The first time since Takeover Respect, way back in 2015. It was a special. This match was incredible. It featured champion Charlotte Flair defending the title against Io Shirai and Rhea Ripley. And these three women, they took the poorhouse down. It was an amazing match that was very clever. Used it great, had great spots, amazing moments, like Charlotte Flair tossing Io Shirai through the stage set. We'll talk about later on. And then on top of that, Io Shirai then climbed to the top of the set and jumping off of it, landing on both Charlotte and Rhea. Incredible moment that includes spears by Charlotte Flair, great spot by Rhea Ripley. But in the end, Charlotte Flair put Rhea Ripley in the figure eight leg lock, only to have Io Shirai hit the moonsault from the top rope, landing on to Rhea Ripley, and thereby pinning Rhea Ripley to win the championship. Because in the rule of a triple threat match, you'll have to pin the champion to be champion. Thereby, Io Shirai is now your new NXT Women's Champion. An incredible match that ended up with an incredible event. From that, now it's time to get to the work. Now, when finding a worst match, it's really hard to do because there were so many good matches. You couldn't even say it was a bad match. But if I had to make a decision for what the worst match was, by a small margin, it had to be Karrion Kross versus Tommaso Ciampa. Now, Karrion Kross is a relatively new superstar to NXT and WWE, and it was his first takeover match against a the legend of NXT takeover, that is Tommaso Ciampa, who's being his 13th one. This match was about 6 minutes long, one of the shorter ones in Tommaso Ciampa's career. And while it wasn't overly bad, it was only bad because the fact was that, if I gotta say anything, Tommaso Ciampa didn't really get a lot of moments himself. It was mostly all about Karrion Kross doing his damn routine. And I'm not saying it's a bad thing, because Karrion Kross, first of all, his entry is amazing. I think it's one of the coolest I've seen in a while. But overall, compared to other matches, it wasn't that good. It was very unique. I mean, it wasn't like your average takeover match that was really spectacular. It was just a really good. It did a job with showcase Karrion Kross as a dominant force to be reckoned with. That's pretty much what it did. So what is wasn't the worst. He had to be put in it because of all the matches that happened before and even after, it wasn't the best compared to. Now let's give an overall recap of it. It started off nostalgic from the get-go. From the throwback feel of the old next generation WWE logo, feel, sound, to the return of Todd Pettingill, who was a part of the first ever In Your House special. Having a lot of fun, and it felt really cool. My throwback for any nostalgic people who watched the In Your House pay-per-view. This was like a throwback, nostalgic one. That the idea we will not be giving away a house. Quite hilarious. A lot of humor in it, but overall great. Code Orange, who was a relatively new heavy metal band, form was the greatest. I'm not into that kind of music, so but for a takeover thing, it was pretty cool. Overall, there was some great. To kick off with a 6-woman tag team match that was pretty damn good, really cool. One of the biggest things about the takeover was the set, the fact that they put a throwback set, the old old set from the In Your House. Literally had the house window, the door, the entrance. Really cool. Really had a nostalgic feel. Again, there was an audience of great. The audience there, so nice Grizzly NXT, former Sarah Superstar, and former Sarah Superstar. That was pretty cool. Really was a good player, a lot of fun. There was a great the kit match. The first match was really good and clean. This match had Shotzi Blackheart, Tegan Knox, and Mia Yim versus Raquel Pennington. Trying to remember, this was a hard time. Candice LeRae and I can't remember the other one. I'm sorry. If you want to make it on the website. But meanwhile, they had a great match that was impressive. Saw some really good spots, great action. And in the end, Tegan Knox team won. A great way to kick off the event. The second match was the brutal match between Finn Balor and Damian Priest. It was brutal. The spots they were pulling out were insane. It was like they were trying to kill each other. It was absolutely painful to watch. A great spot. One of the most painful spots was Damian Priest trying to pull Razor's Edge to Finn Balor, which was supposed to be outside the ring on the steel step. Didn't work. He ended up getting back pushed, literally kicked into steel step. He back in the steel step, literally in the edge. Really painful to watch. Absolutely hurt. And then, of course, going into the first coup de grace, which is a dump, which is pretty much a dump from the top rope, usually to a grounded competitor, but he did it to the back of that, up, getting free, and then do it again when the body was straight forward, or on the other side, for victory. Great match, really brutal. Our third match was the battle between Keith Lee and Johnny Gargano for the NXT North American Championship. Again, very good, very brutal, very creative, because we saw the use, again, he set at a very unique camera angle from the doorbell security system. I know, very weird, really cool, very weird, but it was awesome. Some incredible spot, like when Keith Lee tossed Johnny Gargano through the plexiglass that was used to protect the audience during the show. at the COVID-19. It was brutal. That was insane. Should have known it was going to happen in WWE, but it happened. And overall, a great match. A little distraction by Hannah Ray led to Johnny Gargano grabbing the keys, putting it back in the eye of Keith Lee, but that didn't seem to do any help as Keith Lee pulled off his finishing maneuver and pulled off the victory in a great match for the show. Now the fourth match was, well, very unique. It was a backlot brawl for the NXT Championship. Now this was done ahead of time and a very unique circumstances. It was a ring outside of back. There were a lot of cars around. Like it was the night time, so the lighting from the cars were used for light. The only way to win was by pinfall or submission inside the ring. There was some great spots. Adam Cole coming in with a monster truck, while Velveteen Dream came in with a Lamborghini. Really cool way to enter. It was a very brutal match. So again, good usage of the area. Adam Cole trying to get away from the situation. Also, there was a funny moment in the course, like where the Dream was looking for Adam Cole, only to open the door against with some fire extinguisher. Adam Cole getting put up in the one windshield, and then of course, and then Velveteen Dream grabbing a ladder. Only for fellow Undisputed Era member come along and get involved and try to interfere, but it didn't really work at one point because Adam Cole was on top of the ladder with Velveteen Dream. Velveteen Dream knocked Adam Cole off the ladder, shattering the windshield and causing some good damage to Adam Cole. The match had some great spot, like I said, and the ending was pretty brutal. And Adam Cole is a pretty damn good maneuver onto Velveteen Dream into the steel chair that was thrown into the Undisputed Era. Adam Cole won. That means Velveteen Dream will not have an opportunity for the NXT Championship as long as Adam Cole is still champion. Now, one thing I forgot to mention back at the Keith Lee and Johnny Gargano match was the ring attire that Keith Lee wore. He wore in the jacket. He wore on the back of it Black Lives Matter on his tight. On the back of it, Black Lives Matter. It was a great, cool way to do it. With what back one of the point across. I love it. I think it was very classy, very cool. Then we get, well, in between the matches, there were some promotional consideration provided by, first, one time we talked about the ice cream sandwiches, and for Ico Pro, was again another throwback thing that they used to involved in. It was hilarious. The infomercial, the crew made by WWE Superstars, hilarious, and it was definitely entertaining. Once again, saw Todd Pettingill trying to promote WWE NXT merchandise. Said about going for a 900 number, only to find out that we don't do 900 numbers anymore. Talking about using all the platforms, like Facebook, Twitter, and even AOL, showing a clip nobody's seen of Triple H, Shawn Michaels, and Road Dogg putting it figure around on the old-fashioned computer. So hilarious doing that. Got that little spot. That was hilarious. Overall, the show was fantastic. I personally think it's one of the better ones they've done. I don't know there's a bad takeover that hasn't been one I know of, but it was definitely a really fun, fresh, great event. and a great takeover for NXT. And I hope they do more like this, because I loved it. I hope they do more throwback events, like maybe maybe we might see a takeover. Or, there's so many ideas, like takeover breaking point, or maybe takeover, whatever. There's so many events they can do. Seeing when NXT do it, they do it better. And they do it better than AEW. Don't forget about that, because this is an AEW free zone. I'm Robert Furness. This is it. We guys say thank you so much. And reminder, don't miss another recap show next week, 1 week from today, for Backlash, that's happening away this Sunday on the WWE Network. Don't miss it. I can't wait to watch it myself, and when I watch it, I'll give you my recap for it next week. And of course, remember, don't forget that this Sunday is also a normal episode of Furness TV, where I give 3 new topics a hit. I'll give you some more fun information for it. So don't miss Furness TV this Sunday, and a recap special for Backlash 1 week from today. So tune in for that. I'm Robert Furness. We'll see you this Sunday for Furness TV. Yeah, now, over, and by the way, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and don't forget to hit the notification bell. And if you have any ideas for topics for me, I would love to see them. So put them on the comments. Tell me your favorite, what you think I should be doing next, and I'll try to look up the comments. I'll do the best I can. So from the balcony at my home, I'm Robert Furness. We'll see you next time on Furness TV. Goodbye. Have a good day.